Hey guys, it's Alexi from Your Easy Web Solutions. I just thought I'd go through this revenue formula with you because a lot of people really miss the point when it comes to marketing and they think they need more leads. And look, that may be the case. However, if you look at this formula, which is pretty black and white, you can see that there are a few things that could be improved. And look, obviously, this is a simple way of looking at things. You could potentially make this a little bit more complicated. But anyway, you've got your number of leads multiplied by your conversion rate, and that's a sales conversion rate, multiplied by the price that you're selling at, or an average price if you like, and multiplied by repetition. That generates your revenue. So, for example, if you're getting 100 leads, let's say per month, or whatever, it doesn't really matter what sort of time frame you're looking at, and you're converting 30%, which is 3 out of 10, at around $400, and you're doing it once, you're going to generate a revenue of $12,000. Now, the biggest change to the revenue is caused by the conversion rate. And essentially, if you're going to look at this, and the revenue, is depending on this, because if you're capable of addressing, more inquiries, not missed phone calls, and potentially follow up the leads that are coming through as well, and have a bit of a process around it, you can increase this conversion rate by at least 10%. And look, I've seen obviously people do some miracles and have that pretty high. But let's say if it goes to 40%. You are straight away adding another $4,000 to this. That's a 25% increase overall. Now, a lot of the time, conversion rate suffers as a result of things like people missing phone calls, or potentially not having a voicemail on their phone, or maybe getting an inquiry and getting back to it, 5 days later. And these things can be fixed with, a few processes, which we can certainly, talk to you about. However, the next thing that you would look at is the repetition. A lot of the time, people like plumbers, for example, high transaction businesses, don't really address, and overall, they're leaving money on the table. If you were to get 1 in 10 people to refer someone to you, or potentially come back to you for more business, you could generate more revenue just by doing that. So let's say if we're going to change this to 1.1, this figure becomes $17,600. Now, this is essentially with things like sending out emails to your databases. It's about asking for referrals, providing things like fridge magnets, and potentially engaging your past customers in some sort of a conversation. Because look, 1 in 10 people who come back to you for things is pretty straightforward. The third thing I'd look at is potentially your price. And look, when's the last time you reviewed your price? Look at the prices of fuel and things like insurance, for example. And not to mention the cost of leads as well. Look, if you're running things like Google ads or Facebook ads, for example, and it's costing you about, let's say, $20 per lead, why not factor that in to start with into the price? So if you're going to do that, that also impacts your revenue as well. And look, I understand your conversion rate may drop, but still, reviewing price is super, super important. So next time you think, hey, let's increase the leads or let's get more leads, think about what else is possible. And potentially the first thing I recommend looking at is understanding your conversion rates and understanding what could be the problem with them. And also looking at your database and seeing, if you can do things like email marketing or potentially some sort of SMS, or even calling back your past customers and touching base with them to see what they're up to these days. Now, very few businesses look at it this way. I recommend that you review this and potentially, do a little bit better when it comes to marketing and sales. If you're struggling, or if you're thinking that there's something else that potentially may be impacting your business, not just something on this formula that could be an external factor, love to know more about it. If you want to sort of comment on it below, really would love to sort of talk to you about it. If you like this video, hit like. If you like our videos on our channel and you want to be informed about the new ones coming up as well, subscribe to our channel. And yeah, I'd be keen to talk to you soon. All right, thanks guys.